Making progress is no accident. Welcome to your daily motivation and inspiration with Dan. And this video is going to be about how you can make simple progress. Take simple steps and make progress in your life. Because if you're not, you're standing still. And if you're standing still, you're ready to slide backwards. So the thing about making progress is all about goal setting. And if you don't set goals or have a plan, then you basically don't know what your destination looks like, what your goal looks like, what it looks like when you achieve it. You know, when I set out to write my first book, publish my own book, I didn't know what that was going to look like, but I did know what it was going to feel like in the end, because I could foresee myself standing on stage, talking to people, and selling and promoting my services and teaching something about my book. And so I could visualize what that looked like. So that was the destination for me. But I didn't know how I was going to get there. So I had to create a simple plan. And I didn't even know how to plan it because I had never written a book. So the key is I start looking for who has done this before and follow them and do what they do. I don't have to create it myself from scratch. So the key here is, if you think that you don't need a plan because you can just get into action, that is setting yourself up for failure. Because if you don't have a plan and all you're doing is taking action, you don't know what you're doing or how to measure what you're doing, and or what to measure, and then you don't know whether you're making progress or not. So you could be 3-4 months down the road and not have made any major improvements or taken any steps towards your goal whatsoever. And that happens all the time. In fact, this is February, and now I bet anybody who's set an intention to go to the gym and get fit and so on has failed. They've bombed out, and that's because they're not measuring their success. They're not trying to track their performance. They didn't have a plan. They didn't set a real goal. They don't have a vision for what that looks like. And then what happens? They just crash and burn. And that's what happens. So we're not above planning and goal setting. We need to have that as a practice. We are programmed to be habitual beings, and so we need to think like that. We need to think about what we want, focus on what we want, and then move towards it. That way we will achieve it. And by the way, I have a challenge that's coming up. It's a 5-day, one goal away challenge. And so if you're trying to break through to a new level of health or success or achieve something major in your life, maybe it's your relationships, you're trying to break through some area of your relationships, this challenge is going to help you do that. It's a 5-day, one goal away challenge. I help you and I give you one tool that's going to make a huge difference for you. It's going to be a way for you to track and measure your performance, because if you don't do that, you don't know whether you're succeeding or not. You have to do that, otherwise you're not going to see the breakdowns. So that's coming up soon. I'll put the link below. You can check it out, and if you join in, I know you're going to love it. Everybody who has is succeeding amazingly, and they now have systems in place so that they can achieve what they want. So if you're not watching this video on my YouTube channel, I have many more videos like this so that you can learn and be at your highest and best. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.